Okay, so let's do a video for our older customers that have been using 4POS for quite some time, and they've now looked at the new functionality and found that there's a wonderful new ability to add pictures to the touchscreen and put the icons onto the screen itself. Now, typically what will happen is that your screen would be laid out without those pictures. So let's assume for the moment that you want to be able to get in there and go and do them. So for instance, if you go to your any one of your tables and you say add a transaction, I go to beers for instance, you'll see there's no pictures on my menu at the moment, and I would like to have that functionality added on. The easiest way to do that is what I'm going to show you quickly. Alright, so let's assume that we can go into our products now. Let's just take our product that has already been assigned. Alright, so castle and the history, you'll see there I've already got the castle on my item itself. But if I look at, argument's sake, Hansa or one of those products, I do not have that in. So I can go and look at Hansa, and if I look at history, you'll see that there's no Hansa on there. Now, the trick is now, as you can see here, that at the moment this product, the barcode or the GIF file, is displayed at the top of the screen there. That's the long number. In other words, that is what the GIF file must be called. If I now go and just change the barcode of this item, in other words, I click on barcode and I can take this number and I change it to whatever my picture is, in other words, the GIF file itself. The problem with that is that the button on the touchscreen won't work. Okay, so I need to change the picture or change the file name to what this is. Okay, and that's the easiest way. So what I'm going to do is just simply copy that number, go to my folder, go to my images folder, and then in my images folder for Hansa, you'll see the Hansa is called Hansa at the moment. And that's the name of the file, as you can see, is called Hansa. So I'm going to right click on that and I'm going to rename it. Now, instead of doing anything else, I'm literally just going to paste my barcode number in there. In other words, my barcode or that file name is now becoming the barcode number for the file. Back office program, and I'm going to exit out of there, and now when I click on history, you'll see my pictures appearing quite nicely on there. I could do the same for just about any and all products. Let's do one more together. Let's do my favorite, Amstel or Heineken, or one of those. Alright, so we've got Amstel over there. Let's go and see, does it have a picture? Yes, Amstel is okay. I'm going to jump out. Let's just try Heineken. I'm not sure if I've done or fixed the Heineken. Oh, sorry, I keep on pressing enter. Okay, so Heineken is another problem child. Okay, so let's go to barcodes now, and again I'm going to copy, Control C for copy that whole barcode. Go to my folders, and I'm going to look for Heineken, which should be alphabetical on here somewhere. And if I can find it quickly, there's Heineken over there. Right click on that, rename it, and paste my barcode in there. Okay, and that is as simple as it is. So if I go back to history, my Heineken icon is nice and clearly there. I can now go and do an update point of sale. Alright, and so now I can go to my touchscreen system. Whether you've enabled floor layouts or not doesn't matter. What is important is that the functionality that we've added in. So I'm just going to press enter on my password again, click on option menu and press Control and C. And right here at option number 10 at the bottom, you'll see that there's a new option that says enable menu item image. And we put it on as an option so that the existing customers that do not want that, do not want to change it, do not want to make it slower, etc., etc., it doesn't affect their life. In development, we've made a decision many years ago to never change any functionality on the system, rather make it as optional product or add on to what the customers might need. So the customers that is used to the system working in a specific way for them at the moment will still be able to use it that way. So all you'll do is enable the option, and then if I go to my table, Let me just click on table 201 and say add a transaction. Go to my beers, and there you can see my pictures will now be displayed. So let's take one item here, brutal fruit, for instance. As we can see, it does not display, and go through that same exercise quickly, or maybe not quickly. Let's just go through it quickly. We've got brutal fruit. Let's go and see what's going on with brutal fruit. I'm double clicking on the brutal fruit, going to history, and as you can see, there's no description or no picture for it. I'm going to go to barcodes, press Ctrl C on it, go to my images folder, and let me just type in B for brutal, so it should jump to where the brutal fruits are. So you can click on any file and just type in BR or something. It will then get to the brutal, and then you'll see the brutal fruit is over here. I can right click on that, rename it, and then paste in my barcode number that I've just copied from the back office. Go back to the back office and go and make sure that it's now displaying. Click on history, and you can see brutal fruit pictures there. Now once that is done, obviously I just need to do an update point of sale, so that the pictures and all the rest of the functionality goes through. Go back to my touchscreen, click on my table, add a transaction, go to my beers, and my brutal fruit has got a picture on, and that's quite simple and easy. Floor layouts is not something that you need to add on or change from the existing one. You effectively need to redesign it, and rather watch the floor layout video that we've made for you as well. Enjoy.